heard that eating kidney has some really great health benefits, but you might be wondering, does it really taste that good? Well, I am trying a new recipe today. This is supposed to be the most delicious way to enjoy kidney, so we're gonna find out if that's true. So to start, I have my 2 beef kidneys, and I'm going ahead and just chopping them up into about 1-inch chunks. The membrane and everything has already been removed. There is a little bit of fat on them, but I'm just gonna leave that fat on there. In my cast iron Dutch oven on the stove, I am melting about 4 tablespoons of lard. So once I'm finished cutting up my kidneys, I'm going to add those into the hot lard in the cast iron Dutch oven, along with my cubes of stew meat. And then I'm just gonna let those brown on the outside. And then while those are continuing to brown, I'm gonna chop up 4 onions. I'm gonna add 4 teaspoons of salt, around 4 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of dried thyme, a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, 2 bay leaves, and then 3 cups of water. So once I have all of that in there, I'm just gonna make sure that it is to a good simmer. I'm going to add a lid, and then I'm going to let that sit and simmer for about 1 hour. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some potatoes. So I have somewhere around 6-ish cups, I think, of potatoes, just kind of whatever amount seems good. I'm gonna add those diced potatoes, stir them in, and then I'm gonna let them simmer so that they're cooked through for about half an hour more. So now that the potatoes are cooked through, I'm going to mix half a cup of arrowroot powder into some water, whisk that together until it's smooth, and then I'm going to stir that into my meat mixture, and I'm going to cook that and stir it until it thickens. And once that's thick, I'm going to add it into my casserole dishes. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Once my meat mixture is in my casserole dishes, I'm going to put some pieces of pastry that I have and put those on top of the meat mixture. Once that's all ready to go, I'm going to put the pies into the preheated oven and bake them until they're golden brown on the top and the filling is bubbling. I'm going to plan on around 30 minutes, but I'm going to keep a close eye on them so that I take them out at just the right time. Pie crusts that I had saved in the freezer, just took them out of the round shapes and, as you can see, trimmed them and kind of stuck them on there. So not perfect, it's just a quick and easy solution to get some nice flaky crust on the top of this, and that's going to work fine for us today. All right, this is finished. It's time to go ahead and taste it and find out if it's as delicious as I hope it is. So we have our nice flaky crust. We have our pieces of nice tender stew meat in here. We have our pieces of kidney, all in this really delicious, thick, savory gravy here. That is so good. Perfect balance of just all the spices, the savory flavors of the meat coming through, thick gravy, like it's not missing anything. It's so good. Warm, savory, nourishing. This is a perfect fall time dinner. This is so good. I'm gonna wanna keep eating while it's nice and warm. I'll have to get the rest of my family here very quickly to enjoy this too. So good. So like other organ meats, kidneys are chock full of lots of different nutrients, way more nutrient dense than your muscle cuts of meat. And so there's gonna be a wide variety of nutrients in there that's really beneficial. And then so I was so excited to find out how delicious and tasty this is. So another way to be getting all those great nutrients in. I have lots of other recipes on my channel and my website, bumblebeeapothecary.com. I have other ways to cook kidney. I have ways to cook heart, liver, different things like that. I also have a sweetbreads recipe up there, which is pretty new. Some of you may have seen that already. But be sure and check out those. I will link some of them down in the description in case you'd like to see them. I also have links to other things that I've made for you guys down there. I also have links to things that we really love that we use in case you're in the market for something like that, things that I get asked about often. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing that. Thank you so much for coming along and watching as I made this really delicious steak and kidney pie today. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody else who you think would enjoy seeing it, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every week on nourishing recipes and natural living. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.